Hello everyone, how are you? I hope you're doing so well, and welcome to another video. First of all, I wanted to apologize because I didn't upload in like a whole month. But it was because I get really busy and I didn't have time. So you can imagine I have this whole video that like the drawing and all I've edited. I just need to do the voiceover, but I have all prepared like 2 months ago. So yeah, I didn't have time to finish this. So this video is actually very special for me because it's a collab with an amazing artist, a friend that I know IRL, and she has a lot of creativity and creates a lot of stories. Her name is The Anite. You can find her on all her social media with that name, like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I don't know if she has TikTok, but you can find her everywhere with that name. So this is actually not the first time we do a collab. We did an art trade where I asked her to draw something and she asked me to draw something. I drew her OC. I don't remember the name right now. I think it was Emiliano, but I don't remember. You can check that on my social media. On her social media, she did an amazing drawing of me and my husband, Sai Jung from Mystic Messenger. I really love the creativity she has. She's amazing creating stories and creating a lot of things, and her art style is so cute. I already see like the final result of how she finished this collab, so I'm gonna explain in what consists this collab. So we swapped drawings. She did a sketch of whatever she wants, and I did a sketch. So the sketch I drew for her was a Sailor Moon, just so you can imagine what's gonna be the final result of her drawing. But yeah, I drew a Sailor Moon and she gave me this beautiful sketch of Hatsune Miku. And it's been ages since I drew Hatsune Miku, like, no, ages since I drew like a whole beautiful drawing of Hatsune Miku. No, just sketches, but like, no, nothing like serious. So I found her sketch like really melancholic for me because I start watching anime at the same time that start listening to Hatsune Miku and Vocaloid and all of that thing. It was really fun. The thing that I found complicated while doing the drawing was the line art. I always struggle with line art, but since she uses like a thick, really thick line art, it gives me like I found it like really complicated to do my tiny little lines on the drawing, but I think it worked out. Also the eyes, I don't usually draw like the whole eyeball. I don't know how to say that, but like the whole eye, I just drew like the upper and the lower part of the eye, and that's it. But I think it worked out really beautiful. Yeah, I really like the line art at the final. It's cute, and you can see that it's my art style by the line art, because I drew like the line, point, line, dot, line. And well, now I'm choosing the base colors of the whole character, and I struggle a little bit doing that because I wanted to, since I was using a different art style that I usually use, a completely different art style, I wanted to use different colors that I'm used to. I feel really comfortable using warm colors. So for this drawing, I want to get up on my comfort zone and use um, winter. Um, wait, I forgot the word. I forgot the word. Wait, cool color palette. Yeah, that's it. I remember you. English is not my first language. These videos are kind of my homework to get better at speaking English. So yeah, a cool color palette. And I struggle a little bit choosing the right colors. And the skirt. Oh my god, the skirt was a pain. Was pain. It was a total pain for me because you can see I drew these lines, but I was like, no, because if the skirt is moving, the lines needs to move too. And I tried to change the lines, and I was like, no, I cannot do it. I can't do it that. So I just let the lines like that. Right now, I'm choosing all of the black parts of the character, like the skirt, the sleeves, and the two things on her hair, on the ponytails and the headphones. And you can see I choose a bluish kind of purple color because you're not supposed to use like real black on a drawing. I'm sorry. You need to use some like a bluish reddish color that it looks like black, but it's not black. I think I finished choosing all the colors. I used the real Hatsune Miku for reference, and I just moved the color reference to this part on the color wheel that it's like pink and purple. And now I'm doing the shadows that are purple. All of the shadows of the drawing are purple because it gives this sensation of uh, being like cool, like winter. I don't know. You can say I don't have a script for my for the voiceover on my videos. But yeah, I just if you want your drawing look more like winter again, you can use a purple or blue or blue shadows. I prefer the purple ones. It's not the first time I use purple for a drawing. I use them on a Rapunzel, on a Rapunzel drawing that has a split paint on this channel. But it's been a long time since I used this color palette, and even though it was kind of difficult for me to find like the right shadow or the right tone hue, the right hue of a color, it was very fun to do. And on the eyes, I changed the colors. Drawing is like we say in Spanish, prueba y error. I don't know how to say that in English, but it's like you can try, and if you don't like, then you need to do it again. That's how you learn. Just do it and do it and do it and drawing and drawing and drawing a lot. And actually, this is I've been drawing a lot since the last few months, and I feel a lot more comfortable on the way I drew, on the way I drew, on the way I color the drawings. Of course, I need to improve a lot. Of course, I need to learn a lot of more of things, and I'm gonna to get better and better and better if I keep like if I keep drawing. If you want to get better at drawing, just draw. You need to draw and keep drawing and keep drawing. I also like to talk about Anait, my friend that drew this sketch of Hatsune Miku. She's a really amazing artist, not even a good friend. She's an amazing artist. She's really, really creative. She's always drawing her OCs and creating stories with them, like the one I drew for the collab. Let me check the name real quick. Uh, Her handsome boy. And let me check. I'm opening Instagram. I'm using time of the video. Yes, the name of her character is Emiliano, the character I drew for the collab, for the first collab I did with her. And since she's Mexican, like me, she loves to put all of the Mexican culture, like the Aztecas and Mayas. No, I don't really know a lot of about Mexican history. I used to know a lot of it, but now I don't remember uh, all of that. But she does. She really like to put all the knowledge she has on Mexican culture on her drawings, on her stories, on the characters she creates. And if you would like to know more about a little bit more about the gods and all of the mythology that we have in Mexico, then you should check a knight's profile. She also has, I think she also started a webtoon. I'm not pretty sure about that, but yeah, I think she started a webtoon. And I don't know, she's always drawing. She has a lot of content on her social media, and you should go and check her all of the drawings, all of the things, all of the things she creates. Okay, so getting back to the drawing, I already finished doing the hair, the skirt, the skin, the eyes. So I'm just putting remoting lighting, like when you put an object and it gives shadow, the shadow has the colors of the environment. I was putting those kind of shadows on the skirt and on the headphones. Right now, putting shadows on all the blue parts of the clothes, the lighting, so you can create different types of fabric. I'm not really good at it, and I was struggling with that, but it's okay. You need to try to learn. Oh, that was my shirt. I think I removed some of the lighting I put on the skirt because I didn't like that much the effect it was giving, that was giving it more shadows on the shirt. Yeah, on the shirt. Shadows, a lot of shadows. I think in the purple shadows really integrates all of the components of the drawing in just one piece. Um, Finally finishing this drawing, I'm just putting color on the liner, a little bit of lighting before first, but just details. I already finished like the hard part of drawing, this coloring, and now I'm just putting like a darker color of the shadow on the line of that part. Like the hair is blue and the and the shadows are like purple. Then the line art is uh more darker purple. This the color of the liner of the skin is uh pinkish purple. And yeah, just some details here and there. Putting colors over all the liner, so it really blends more. Even though all of the components are integrated, it's just one thing. The liner with color blends all of the things of the drawing, blends all together, and it looks more beautiful, if you ask me. That's the principal reason, like the main reason I color the liner is because it looks pretty. It doesn't have so much science. It just looks pretty. And the liner of the shirt, it's purple, like the same purple. All of the drawing is purple, but I really like how it looks. For the eyes, I used like the darker color on the eyes. I put it on the liner of the eyes, and a little bit of blush on the edges, and lighting on the middle of the eyes, because it doesn't work on, like, if your character has blonde hair and eyes purple, like using for example. I don't know, it doesn't look that beautiful, but I still use the same the same steps for the eyes. When drawing the vegetable Hasune Miku has on a different layer, because I put the character and the vegetable on Photoshop to add a little more, change a little bit of the colors. Here's the final result. I changed a little bit, just a little bit of the color. I added texture to the drawing, and I add blurriness to the vegetable, so it looks like it's in first plane, like really, really close to the camera. And this is the final result. I really love how it looks. I still looking at it, and you can tell I painted the drawing because it looks so much like something I will do. I don't know. I really love to see the art, like the art style of my friend, but my coloring, I think it looks really, really, really cute. So remember, go to her social media, like every content she has, and I hope to see you really, really, really soon. Bye bye.